be up to 8 inches of rainfall.
Good morning, Pennsylvania.
And there's a chance you could be homebound for several days.
If you listen to these guys, you know that there's propaganda
officials across the region are preparing.
that they push on a daily basis.
Extra resources.
I don't know about this topic,
for the storm,
but we'll get to the good meat here in a minute.
Personnel trained in swift water rescue. We've been doing equipment
Because the Mockingbird media, they like to repeat themselves on a daily basis. Because they're not actually journalists. They don't hunt things down. They don't seek things out. They kind of just get a directive from above and they're told, this is what you report on. And I know that for a fact because I did interview Justin Backover when he was reporting in Lehighton about a year ago, when I inquired about why they don't report about human trafficking. Do they know about it? And he said, well, we know about it, but, you know, we're only allowed to report what we're told to report. So they only report what they're told to report. They don't actually do journalism. Blah, blah, blah. We'll get to the meat in a minute. The meat has to do with Governor Wolf. Governor Tom Wolf has went over the heads of the school boards who are elected by the parents. In essence, stepping over the parents' heads, forcing their kids to wear masks.
And tap water and no access to gasoline. Officials say it could take weeks to get the power grid back up and running. New Orleans is using 70 transit buses as cooling sites. It will also set up drive-through food, water, and ice distribution centers today. The governor says there's a lot of work ahead as the cleanup and rebuilding begins.
This is Louisiana News.
Reading sent 2 people to the hospital. It happened
Shootings in Reading
last night on South 10th Street near Cherry. The shooting drew a large response from the police department. A 69 News crew at the scene saw police take 2 people into custody. A neighbor told us he saw officers arrest a 3rd person as well. Police have not provided any other information. Multiple people
never forget.
A house caught fire in Reading. The fire broke out just before 3 yesterday afternoon.
Come on.
Of North 10th Street. Initial reports indicated the
I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I want them to get to the shit that I want them to get to.
See a thick plume of black smoke rising from the house. 1 person was taken to the hospital. 2 other people were treated by crews at the scene.
Well, starting next week, the decision to mask up students
Here it is.
no longer up to school boards here in Pennsylvania. Governor Tom Wolf announced a new mandate for schools and teachers at
Look at
all
that.
Schools and daycare
Parents,
centers,
you don't have a say anymore because your governor totally just stepped over you.
7th. It comes from the health department.
And you're just going to sit there and take it.
Necessary measure to keep kids in the classroom.
Or maybe you can get behind guys like Steve Lynch.
Wearing a mask in school
Traitor.
is necessary.
That is a traitor.
Children in the classroom and to keep
That
COVID
man
out of
is
the
a traitor.
classroom.
I really believe the decision.
I don't know
should be
who this
made
dude
at the
is.
Local school boards. What happens in Crawford County is totally different than what happens in Lehigh County.
Lawmakers say, unlike executive orders given
Oh,
by
why
the
do they
governor,
blur out the...
powerless to roll back the health department's mask
interesting.
mandate. They say that would require an amendment to the Constitution. Well, parents who don't want their children to wear a mask.
This
in
is the
school,
guy you
some
people
parents
need to get
that is,
behind
are
right now.
outraged over the governor's mandate. A few dozen Northampton County parents, children, and
Steve
supporters
Lynch,
met
this
last
guy
night
right
to
here.
discuss what steps to take now. The meeting was organized by Steve Lynch. He's the candidate for county executive who's making national headlines for his comments about confronting pro-mask school boards with force. Parents said they want to be able to decide what's best for their kids.
And they have that right. It's not up to the fucking governor. Governor Wolf, you're a traitor.
Now, he was all set to go to school.
You're a traitor.
And I was actually surprised. I was surprised.
And what you're doing is violating your oath.
And we got everything
and we're at war
he came in and said to his mother, they want us
right
to wear
now,
a mask.
which makes you a traitor and an enemy.
Lynch and others say that if parents want to make a change, they should be running for school boards.
That's right, parents. Get your shit together.
Town Council has announced that
pull up your big boy panties and britches.
Immediately, Frank McVeigh says he will also not seek re-election in the fall. The announcement